So today we're going to talk about natural herbology. Okay? Now, there are few types of theory that we will cover. First is our green theory. When you think of green, what does it sound like? Forest. Yeah, lovely. That's exactly what's in my mind. So when you think of forest, you think of calmness, you think of peacefulness, you think of relaxation. That is exactly what green theory will do for one's body system. Okay, so when you think of green theory, it is calming mechanism, something that is going to be fruitful and benefiting for your body system. So it's a good thing, correct? Green theory is good. Green means gold. So definitely, green is in a good formation of it. Okay? Now, in green theory, we're going to cover these main topics. What is green theory? How it works? What are the types of green? And green deficiency. Let me remove that something that joyfulness called green out of the system. What happens? And of course, how it supports us as a human being. Are you guys ready to conquer the green color? Okay, let's go. Now, when you think of green, it's alkaline diet. I'm sure those who have done I have intermittent fasting, keto diet, all sorts of diet types will know alkaline diet is the fundamental basic of all diet. There is no point, I repeat, there is no point doing any sort of diet if your body is not in an alkaline condition. At the end of the day, the bad pain will go to the diet. So some people who do intermittent fasting, they'll come back to me and say, no, intermittent fasting is not working for me. Keto diet is not sustained. I do keto diet, the moment I stop, I gain triple amount of weight. The blame solely goes to the type of diet. I beg to differ. Issue is not the diet. Issue is this. Inwards. Look inwards. It's the body system. So achieving alkaline diet is essential for your body to be adaptogen. He will adapt to every single thing that you're going to put into your system. Okay? Now, what is alkaline diet? It's based on the theory that food you eat can change the pH level either acidic or alkaline. It's very simple. We are using food as the basis of the diet. Okay? So what are we focused on? We are focused on fresh fruits, vegetables, alkaline food that ranges from 7 to 14. That is what we are looking at. Alkaline means 7 to 14. And 7 is neutral. Yes. So 7 has an aura of neutralization. You cannot go wrong. 7 is a safe zone. Okay? Now, the diet can actually alter the pH value, acidity and alkalinity by getting the metabolic system. This is the mechanism of action with our body. The alkaline diet is going to play with your metabolic system. Okay? How this correlates? What is metabolic system? It correlates to energy. Correct? You increase your stamina, you burn your calorie, you burn your sugar. So you get your metabolic base up and metabolic system up. Same concept. Your pH value is also going to do the conversion. That is why alkaline diet taps your metabolic system. So when I say things like this, meaning that people who have, they feel very lethargic, very tired, no energy, stamina is low. Do you think alkaline diet works for them? Who say no? Actually, it does. Because why? People who are having lethargic, that means their metabolic system is low. So if I put in alkaline diet for them, it changes the pH value, alkalize the body system, now the metabolic system will be working. Okay. So basically it's the process of food burning process, alter your pH value. Okay? So in this slide, it's mainly talk about what kind of alkaline food are we talking about. It's fruits, vegetables, plant-based food. Any raw material, raw food waste is what alkaline-based food is all about. Okay? Point number 3, we have a research paper that a chronic CKD patient was using a low-protein alkalizing diet, and it works for them. Personally, my own experience, my dialysis patient, I also do alkaline diet. Just to add a bit more of flair, at the end of this session, we are going to share you our top secret of a green juice. So you have to stay till the end of the show, okay? If you go back in between, sorry, you will lose big time. This is a perfect remedy of alkalizing your entire system. And we, the holistic practitioners, we call it as a natural chemotherapy juice. How nice is that? So stay tuned towards the end, you know what is it? The secret will be out, okay? Now, we're going to look at some. Correct, because you see, when we do certain explanation, they will have a contradicting statement as to why pH value has nothing to do with unprocessed food and the link to it. But we also have journal papers to back to differ. Same concept. When you go to Google, you will see alkaline diet is nothing but benefiting. You will also get a contrast statement where alkaline diet is so bad for your system. So same conceptually, we have to put this up because you shouldn't follow everything that I say. So this is merely an opposite statement of what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong, but what is right for you. Okay? Green vegetables. So we are going to learn about chlorophyll. Okay? Chlorophyll is the one that makes plants green, okay, and healthy. It contains vitamins, antioxidants, and therapeutic properties. So now, I'm going to talk about chlorophyll. I hope you guys pick this up. I will give 7. It is not in the slides. This is how I conduct my class. My students knows I always talk on the slides. 7 essential characteristic of chlorophyll. Number 1, it stimulates the immune system. Number 2, it eliminates fungus in the body. Number 3, detoxification of your blood. I repeat, number 1, it stimulates your immune system. Number 2, eliminate fungus in your body. Third, detoxification of your blood. Fourth, clearing of your intestines. Fifth, getting rid of bad odors. Sixth, energizing the body. And lastly, 7th, preventing cancer. I think preventing cancer is a very general statement. It's more of preventing any abnormal cells, any abnormality from a healthy cell. Because cancer is a big word. A lot of people are looking for cure for cancer, looking for preventive of cancer, because for them cancer is the end result. Cancer is end of the day. I do not want to have that. Having cancer, meaning the body is speaking to you. The body is telling you, is something not right with me? Look at me. That is cancer, abnormal. So don't ever think cancer means the body has given up. That's not what it is. Cancer is an indication we have to quickly do something. An entire dietary change, an entire lifestyle change, or followed by any treatment that an oncologist or a holistic is suggesting, integrated treatment and varieties of it. Okay? Did you get all the 7 things? I can see some people shaking here. So I'll repeat the 7 things one more time. Number 1, stimulate the immune system. Eliminate fungus in the body. Detoxification of your blood. Clearing of your intestines. Getting rid of bad odors. Energizing the body. And preventing abnormality cells. Why I am saying the 7 things is because with these 7 things, 7 lines, you will know how powerful chlorophyll is. I can throw any sickness, I can throw any ailment to you. Now I throw to Dr. Divya. If a person having stomach problem, can chlorophyll works? Why? Clearing the intestines. There you have it. So now if anybody comes with any problem, because you know the 7 steps, chlorophyll can come in for you. Okay? Now, chlorophyll, like I told you, it is what makes the plant green, that gives the color. It absorbs energy from the sun using photosynthesis process. Okay? A magnesium atom is located at the central molecule of chlorophyll. This is the chemical compound of chlorophyll. Okay? When chlorophyll is in the presence of acidic molecules, the magnesium can dislodge and replace the hydrogen atoms. So this is how chlorophyll neutralizes acidity environment with acidity molecules. Okay? So chlorophyll is generally found in any photosynthetic pigmentation, plants, algae, cyanobacteria. So we will go through 1 or 2 examples of a very high quality chlorophyll. Okay? So these are the 2 types of chlorophyll. We have one which is uses directly nature-based, use the energy from the sun, convert using photosynthesis process for cellular processing. We also have an absorbed wide spectrum of sun, convert to chemical energy. Extra energy is given to chlorophyll A. So chlorophyll B acts as a support system to chlorophyll A. Okay? Now, how does it benefit us? First is skin healing. How does chlorophyll help in skin healing, you may ask? It reduces inflammation. Because inflammation is acidity environment. Chlorophyll is alkaline. So it enhances your skin healing as well. Okay? And then those who have eczema, psoriasis, these are all bacterial infection towards the skin. So chlorophyll also help the bacterial growth, bring down the bacterial growth for your skin healing as well, by bringing down the inflammation. So people who are going through skin related issues, chlorophyll will be a good addition to their diet. Because remember, in order to solve skin-related issues, it's not only on the skin itself. You have to give something for the body to heal the skin. Nowadays, there is a trend where all they do is just heal outer layer part. But reoccurrence will occur. And most alarming thing is that spreading will happen. It will start here and then suddenly it will be here, it will be on the face, it will be on the back of the neck. A lot of people will have it at their joints, their elbow behind, below, behind the knee, because this is where the dryness zone is. It's very prone to have bacterial growth at this area. So it's not about focusing external, internal as well. And who can do internal? Chlorophyll. Anything that is alkaline based. Okay? So number one, skin healing. Number two, blood builder. It improves the quality of your red blood cells. Because why? Chlorophyll promotes the production of red blood cells. Red blood cells is being produced by our RBC factory, which is our bone marrow. Bone marrow is our factory. So one of the key ingredients is your chlorophyll. Inside chlorophyll, you have folic acid, ferritin, iron, B complex. So this will actually enhance the production of red blood cells. It also absorbs toxins that are in the intestines of the body. So when you do that, you have a proper blood circulatory system. Correct? Okay? So of course, chlorophyll helps for a blood builder. That's number two. Number three, it acts as a detoxification. It balances your liver, your stomach, your pancreas, and your blood system, your entire digestive tract. Because the moment it involves detoxification system, remember who are your detoxification agents in your body. It is your lungs, your digestive tract, and your endocrine, your kidneys. These are the three main parts. So chlorophyll helps to rebalance and repair the function of these three elements. Because it helps in detoxification, you will also notice there will be a balancer for your weight loss because of detoxification in a natural form. Okay? So weight loss aid is also part of chlorophyll. That is number 4. Number 5. It's a natural deodorant. Because why? It removes bad odor. Remember, it's all coming back to the 7 steps of it. Okay? So when they say the last one, it isn't laxative. However, chlorophyll normalizing effect on the intestinal transit. This is because of the detoxification properties. Okay? Laxative is a synthetic material that forces the bowel release. And laxative is good for short term, but long term, it removes the mucosal membrane layer in our colon, our intestinal tract. So lama-lama, without laxative, you won't be able to go through your bowel release naturally. So at least when it comes to chlorophyll, it won't give you that effect because chlorophyll is part of nature. It does not cause any harmful to your mucosal membrane and your digestive tract. Okay? Okay, so this is a bit more of what chlorophyll does. So it has antioxidant capacities because it has 20 times more of whatever food base we have. Blackberries, grapes, our resveratrol. This capacity is 1,000 times more than antioxidant food base that you can consume. Okay? Chlorophyll also has some anti-carcinogenic properties. It brings down your risk of cancer because why? Cancer feeds on on acidity environment, correct? So by having chlorophyll, you create that alkaline environment to it. All of us are born with 3 to 5% of cancer cells. But what do we do to get it activated? So by having chlorophyll, you create that fundamental environment to it, where cancer cell will just stay hush hush. Okay? Like I said, anti-inflammatory properties, therefore it gives healing towards it. It also regulates of your intestinal fermentation. For example, mycosis is caused by Candida albicans. It's caused by antibiotics, hormone, corticosteroids. So these are all synthetic materials, and also poor dietary. So chlorophyll actually reduces the production of gas toxin that occurs in the digestion due to its detoxification properties. And that is how it allows to come out of mycosis tissues as well. Okay? Chlorophyll, again, this is the key ones. It aids in GI problem, GI tract problem, hemoglobin and your red blood cells, detoxing of your toxin, assimilate of calcium and heavy minerals because of the vitamin and mineral composition of chlorophyll. And of course, by getting your detoxification done, your immune system is going to go up. So it's benefiting all around. Okay? Now, this is very important. What is the correlation between chlorophyll and hemoglobin? Okay, we're going to go through the definition of it, the presence, structure, color, central ion, and of course the primary function of it. Okay? So, in chlorophyll, the primary pigment facilitates light, as I said, it's through photosynthesis. Okay? And hemoglobin is actually a respiratory pigment that transports oxygen. Hemoglobin is actually the protein that carries oxygen in our red blood cells. So we are talking about an element that is in our body and an element that is outside. But these two, what is the one thing in common they have? It's part of nature. This is part of nature, that is part of nature. Okay? And the presence is in green plant and algae. Hemoglobin, of course, it's in within us, our human body. Okay? But this is where things get interesting. Let's look at the structure of it. Can you see the similarities of the structure? CHO and atom is arranged around the central ion magnesium, versus hemoglobin, CHO and atom is arranged around the central ion. So we are only talking about magnesium and iron, but the chemical compound is the same. Okay? Which means they will share the same properties. So the adaptogen between a chlorophyll and a hemoglobin will be good. Okay? So this I can see the artistic part of Dr. Siva with his flying slides. So these are the foods rich in chlorophyll. Now, I want to say this, I know it doesn't sound very cliche. We have spinach, mustard greens, we have all these vegetable states. Okay? But my absolutely favorite darling is right at the bottom there. Okay? I'm not talking about spirulina just because we are in the BSM building. Okay? It might sound, as I said, it might sound very cliche what I'm going to talk. But it's because I have seen a lot of people who struggle to eat vegetables and fruits with spirulina. They are absolutely fantastic. So I find, of course, it's not an ideal thing to tell people don't eat vegetable and fruit, just eat your spirulina. I know it's a very wrong thing. However, we have to satisfy everybody's needs. It's better you take something than none, right? So when it comes to not consuming greens at all, spirulina seems to fit the week. Okay? But still, apart from spirulina, there's so many other green leafy vegetables one can consume as well. Okay? Now, the best alkaline diet is, of course, I'm going to talk about spirulina. Okay? Now, spirulina is a micro and macro nutrients. So we are no longer talking about micro level, we are talking about macro level. This one will actually go through your cellular, your atom, your body cells. We are talking about cellular level absorption. It's no longer take a supplement, take whenever you consume your food. This is for your body, this is for your organ. No. Spirulina, we are talking about cells. The moment we talk about cells, the body can have any sort of ailment. But if I can repair cellular level, what are we afraid of? Correct? We found a loophole. You don't have to worry about any organs because this hero here goes to your cells. And just to add a bit of oomph on spirulina, according to USDA, 1 tablespoon of spirulina, which is roughly 7 grams, contains, you don't have to write it down because it's very long, but I want to read everything because I want you to know how powerful spirulina is. It contains protein, carbs, fat, calcium, niacin, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, folate, sodium, vitamin C, thiamine, riboflavin, vitamin A, B, K. That is why it's a perfect ingredient to nourish your cellular level. Okay? And if those who listen closely, you could hear the element of what everybody is deprived now. Anemic patient, low iron, low hemoglobin level. All those things is in the spirulina. Women are going through pregnancy. Their hemoglobin level, their iron level, ferritic iron is very important for the growth of the child. So, spirulina solves the issue as well. Okay? So, spirulina is actually a sea algae. It's a type of bacteria called cyanobacterium. So, it's a blue-green algae kind of thing. I know if people say algae, they're like, you won't taste that thing, you know. Unless I prescribe powder, then sorry for you, because the powder has a fishy smell to it. But still, if I ask you to take all those ingredients I say, and all this comes in one powder, you might as well take the powder itself. Correct? Okay. Now, spirulina, why? Because it rich in chlorophyll. I think that answers everything. For the past 20 minutes, we were talking about chlorophyll. And this is a beautiful ingredient made of chlorophyll. So, this is also roughly the magnesium, potassium, and manganese that I was telling you about. So, magnesium is actually very important for your nervous system, your neuromusculoskeletal system, your muscle, your skeleton, and your neurons. Okay? It also helps in maintaining a level of blood sugar levels, blood pressure in the body, as well as making a protein, bone, and DNA. Potassium is electrolytes. It aids in your nerve function and your muscle contraction. And we have manganese, which helps your body to develop and function properly. Manganese is one of the minerals that help for growth. Okay? Now, I'm going to see if we can help. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. There are few things of spirulina that I would like to mention. So here is actually the top 10 of it. Helps prevent cancer, boosts energy, reduce inflammation, eliminates candida, improves HIV and AIDS. Number 5, I have a successful case of it, so I can back that up. That spirulina does improve HIV and AIDS. Number 6, reduce cholesterol, detox heavy metals, lower blood pressure, sinusitis issue, and of course help lose weight due to the detoxification process. Now, do you know spirulina also helps for your eye health? Because it contains vitamin A. Vitamin A, BK, I said just now. Okay, so vitamin A is actually antioxidant beta-catechoid. So this is the one that's going to aid for your eye health. And then oral, of course, because of the bad odor, to prevent gum disease too. Okay, actually those people who have inflammation of the gum, they can actually take a bit of the spirulina powder and apply it at that area. It's very good. It immediately reduces your inflammation as well. Okay? Improving your gut health, of course, because spirulina has these properties of converting acid to alkaline. It improves your gut bacteria as well. Okay? And the moment I improve your digestive system, of course, pancreas is going to get the nutrients. How is the sugar level going to be? It's going to be stable. So you can't tell spirulina cure diabetes. No. Spirulina improves your digestive system, allows better absorption. So pancreas, your thyroid gland, your adrenal gland, everybody gets the nutrition. So now your pressure, your glucose level will be a bit more stable. It doesn't forcefully bring it down, it stabilizes. This is the difference between holistic and synthetic. Okay? Holistic is not a forceful attack. It inducts the body system. Okay? Let's see what is. About sinusitis, number 9. How does it do? It reduces the nasal inflammation and reduces the histamine level in the blood circulatory system. That is how spirulina tackles sinusitis problem. One more thing I would like to speak about spirulina, it's about supporting mental health. I think this is a very important, very, I would say a very triggering point to many people. Also an in-denying point for many people. Not everybody knows the state of their mental health right now. I'm not saying everybody's gila here, okay? So, but it's good to know where you are at. If you are very healthy, you're happy, good for you, give a round of applause to you. But if you are feeling not that, it's good to address it. It's good to be a bit more mindfulness towards it. Why spirulina helps? It actually increases our serotonin level. So now we are talking about it a bit more in a scientific manner. See, at the end of the day, we cannot solve people's problem. Everybody in their house, they have their own issues, they have their own ups and downs. But one thing being holistic practitioner can handle is their body system. So by, for example, by going for alkaline diet, by consuming spirulina, it helps to balance the hormone. So with that gives a chance to the person to be a bit more in control about themselves. So we cannot take over what they are going through, but we can help them, encourage them to manage this. That is how we handle people who are in need, in dire help of mental awareness. Okay? So these are the contains nutrition levels. So just now I was mentioning so this is all of them. Okay? And it's amazing. I hope all of you who have spirulina at home, just take the capsule or a tablet, just look at it. Just look at it and say, wow, you have all that inside. And you can do so much here. Just look at the spirulina and say, bravo. Okay, so this is basically what I was explaining to you. It is most nutrients based on that list, you know, you can't get any higher end nutrients that's rare enough. It contains your GLA, your gamma linolenic acid. It helps your blood sugar, antioxidant, and of course your allergy. Remove heavy metals because of detoxification. And it's a natural fat burner as well. Okay? Now, this is the alkaline food chart. I think this is very important for everybody who want to explore alkaline diet. Okay? So, like I told you, neutral is our pH 7. So, we're going to look at alkaline. So, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. We look at the amount of food we have. I'm the type of person, I do not like to give a standard diet to say to everybody. I don't believe in that. Because all of us have different tastes. And I realized that when you go, this is a common question to me. When I ask them to go to alkaline diet, they say, what should we eat? I will just give them a list of alkaline diet, list of food. You enjoy the food that you eat. You make your own meals. Because diet has been given a very bad name. It's very torture, it's very exhausting. I cannot get these ingredients. And one of the main ingredients, like for example, kale. A lot of people come back to me and say, oh, you can't find kale here. And I will say, yes, you can. In Jaya groceries. You know, so then I was thinking, why am I doing that? You know, the Jaya groceries should give me some allegory. I'm talking about them a lot. So I said, no. I'm just going to tell them, look at alkaline diet. You have so many varieties here. Choose and pick what you want to eat, what you feel like. So when you advise your fellow people, your fellow loved ones, you can actually show this to them and say, hey, your body needs this, make your own meals and make it. Okay? Okay, so this is like a flow chart. So what happens is that when the blood cell dies, it is sent to the spleen for decomposition, for the breakdown. Okay? And then it is sent to the liver for further decomposition. It is also sent to the kidney, which produces hormones. Okay? It is sent to the bone marrow, which is our red blood cell factory, to produce hemoglobin. And it's sent to recycle the red blood cells. Based on this flow chart, can you guys see the amount of organ and system is involved just to make a tiny blood cell? So, if a person comes to you with low iron, low folate, low hemoglobin level, do you think all it needs is hemoglobin? Look at the amount of organs that's involved. So you have to look at much more deeper level. So when a person comes to you with low hemoglobin level, you have to look at the spleen, liver, kidney, bone marrow. And not forgetting our blood circulatory system. And also our digestive system. And it's getting exhausted. So what I'm trying to say is that when you have a minor issues, please look at it as a major issue. Because it's a whole army of team within your body system for a tiny information. Okay? I'll give you an example of blood thickness. I think a lot of people have it with thick blood. Okay? Now, blood thickness happens why? This is something you should be able to explain when people come to you and say, hey, I have thick blood. And those who don't have a medical background will struggle to explain. So blood thickness happens because our factory, which is the bone marrow, doesn't want to do its work. Why he doesn't want to do its work? Because he doesn't get the ingredients. What are the ingredients are we talking about? Iron, ferritin, folic acid, B complex. Bone marrow will say, aku tak dapat bahan. I don't work. You recycle the bone blood. So recycle, blood thickness. So all it needs was the ingredients. All you have to do is give the ingredients. You think that's all? You also need to make sure the ingredients are getting absorbed properly. So that involves your digestive system. You see, I can go on, like it is not a direct entry. Next day, my hemoglobin should be okay. I wish it was that easy. No. Because some people will come back to you and say, hey, my hemoglobin was low. You the one told me I next day should be good. 3 months I repeat my blood test, my hemoglobin is still low. Bad things will go to spirulina and you for not doing the right, for not fulfilling what they want. But when you do a further diagnosis, you realize, hey, it's much more than that. You have some digestive system problem. You have some blood circulatory system problem. You have some sleeping problem. See, there's so many factors to it. Okay? So we have done with green theory. Now we're going to go for acid theory. When the moment I say the word acid, everybody say acid is bad. Acid is not good. You shouldn't have acid in the body. The body should always be alright. After my acid theory slides, you will get the shock of your life to realize every part of your system has acid. And how important acid is to one human body system. Okay?
You said about gums swollen, right? And you have your cereal now. You don't bubble out.
Okay, once you apply, because of your salivary amylase enzyme, it's going to be great. So basically, you're chewing pain. So it's fine.
Like you thought, the patient has to wait for an hour before having a tea.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Twice a day?
No, you can do once a day. I usually recommend in the night because you are done with your food consumption, your water consumption. So just before sleep, just take one out, apply that, sleep.
Because I have a lot of patients with doctors.
You can try that and do it in the night.
Okay.
Just once a day. Okay? Now, come to acid theory. You're going to learn what is acid theory, how it works, the types of acid, what happens if I remove acid from the system, and how it supports the human. So just now, all of y'all should be masters in green theory, correct? Because some questions in there, and now y'all will pay attention, right? So acid theory is the same concept we're going to go. Okay? Now, so acid and base. Of course, acid is taste sour. The moment acid, all of us will do this scrumptious face towards it. That is acid. Okay? It reacts with metal to give off hydrogen gas to conduct electricity in solutions. Okay? So acidic is we are talking about, for example, like lemon, apples. Milk is under neutral or acid? Who say neutral? Who say acid? Okay, we will see later whether it's acid or neutral. Okay, so this is very important. In our everyday life, many components of acid indirectly we are consuming. Okay? Milk contains lactic acid. Okay? This is where your lactose dehydrogenase enzyme in our body conducts the work. So what happens if you don't have that enzyme? That lactose dehydrogenase enzyme is ours. It's us. If I remove that enzyme, people who have lack of those enzymes. So now my next question is, can lactose intolerance people issue be solved?
Yes.
Correct. All I have to do is activate the enzyme. Because the enzyme is here. So which means there is a solution for people who are lactose intolerant. Right? So all you have to do is rebalance your digestive system. Get the pH value up. Your acid-base, alkaline pH value stable. Then ask them to consume milk. I have done this to numerous of people. But it's very hard because they get that phobia. They develop that phobia. So you have to break that. But after that, now they are going on a dairy festival. Cheese, milk, you name it. They're going on a rampage now. Because they're so happy all the years, all they do is look at their friends drinking coffee, drinking Starbucks, and they can't do anything. Yes, of course, you have alternative called almond milk and all that, but it's very costly in this relation. So what I'm saying is that milk is acid. Now, those people who have salads for breakfast, we have this vinegar used in salad contains acetic acid. So you are consuming acid. So some people say, no, you don't take acid. You just ask them, you drink milk. Yeah, 10 minutes. Enough said. So it's nice. If you have all these bullet points, it's nice to make friends now, because you're much more confident. Okay? Let me see what else. Those who love to have Western, I'm not talking about those people who eat idli dosa, okay? That one, I cannot argue that is the deep nutrition food we're talking about. I'm talking about Western food. What about orange juice? I'm sure everybody, I want orange juice, please. Maybe not at home, but in the hotel as breakfast. All of you are very straight to the grapefruit juice and orange juice and say, oh, I'm going to drink orange juice. You started your day with acid. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm trying to tell you guys, acid is good. Orange juice is tasty. Orange juice is good. Orange juice is vitamin C, antioxidant. So how is acid bad? I have seen a lot of medical professionals, they are so into alkaline, don't take acid, I don't take acid. This is why I'm here to change your mind. Acid is not your enemy. Acid is your partner. Okay? Now, we're going to look at certain parts of our body system. And we're going to look at the power of acid. Okay, so now, we're going to start with saliva. So, saliva is where the passage, okay, so saliva has salivary amylase enzyme. Okay? Always remember, the first step of digestion is not here. It's here. A lot of people miss this step 1, straight go to step 3. And then expect the digestion to be powerful. Yes, I eat a damn good food today. I should be amazing. But then they feel like crap. Because they miss this first step. Okay? Now, that's why I always tell my customers that you have to chew your food properly. I know it sounds very basic. A lot of people will get fed up and say, do you eat very fast when you chew your food? They'll be like looking at me like, since you're asking such a basic question, but that is where everybody fails. You miss the first step. The food is too big, too large of a compound to go through your digestive tract. Now what's going to happen? Upper stomach begins the pre-digestion process. This is going to give you an obstruction. Because why? Step 1 was not done properly. Okay? Lower stomach, look at that. Your HCl, hydrochloric acid. This is the main culprit of every digestive system. Your reflux, your GERD, your indigestion, your gastritis. Not because of HCl, because you do not know how to utilize HCl. Never blame the body. Blame you. It's easier that way. Okay? Now, HCl helps to break down. So the moment you never chew your food properly, it's troublesome. Correct? So now HCl has to do what? It has to work over time. Because silly, you decided to eat very fast. So HCl has to punch cut over time. Release more, pecah, break down all the food. So now, logically speaking, you eat damn good quality food. Let's say, for example, salmon. Okay, you eat salmon. It's a highly nutritious food. But you eat very fast. Salmon now is going to go through your absorption of nutrients. Hydrochloric acid comes and break it down again. What's going to happen to all the salmon nutrients? So you see, bad name is going to come to salmon. Expensive. Never work for me. Lousy. Okay. And also bad name is going to go to the ACL also. Your stomach discomfort. My stomach something wrong. But actually this was the issue. Your own quality of putting in the beautiful ingredient. Okay? Now, I want you to look at PCL. Look at the pH value. You are carrying a very highly acidic environment at your stomach. And that is so essential for your breakdown of your food. Okay? And then small intestines is where the nutrients absorption takes place. We have 6 to 7.4. It is on the weak acid part. Okay? And then large intestines is of course the fibrous digestion, water absorbance, and the further breakdown of the food. So these are the parts of our body system where acidity environment plays a crucial role in absorbing nutrients from us. Okay? Now, what is acidity? So acidity is between pH value of 0 to 14. The lower the pH, the more acidic. The higher the pH, the more alcohol. And that's pretty basic. Having more alkaline food and beverage and fewer acidic ones can help prevent the development of chlorine. Did you see that word? It says more alkaline and zero acid. It says fewer acid. So you have to put acid in your diet. Remember that. This is very important. A lot of people remove the entire acidity. They go on a full alkaline base and that affects their digestive system in long term. Okay? Now, your kidney and your lungs, these two organs is very important to keep your body pH at an optimum level. So if let's say a person having a lung problem, will it affect the pH level? Yes. So you see, we don't think that alkaline, we're talking about diet. Suddenly now I throw lungs. Lungs is a totally different element, but you see how it plays a role for your digestion too. All these body systems are team effort. It's all act in one chain of reaction. Okay? I don't know why battery acid is at 0. I hope that's not a consumable story. I think it's just to demonstrate how acidic are we talking about, okay? I say stomach acid is at
Drink
very
battery
good
acid.
Yeah, I know. And then you see that brain cleaner, oh my god, all this. I don't know, this is encouraging the wrong thing, you know? Hour cleaner. I think they're just giving an example of what alkaline is. Okay, what is antacid? The medical doctors here should know what is antacid. One medical doctor quickly goes to this. Okay, so antacid is actually the methods to bring down the acidity of the body system. So people who have GERD, gastrointestinal digestive disorder, and reflux problem, gastritis, people who have ulcerative colitis, polyps, piles, anything that related to acidity cause digestion to have problem, antacid is there to benefit you. Antacid, for example, is like omeprazole or gastric medicine, Gaviscon, the one you can get over the counter. So these are the type of antacids. Okay? So antacid act as a neutralizer. I would say, my opinion, you need antacid at a chronic moment. But please do not use it for long term. Okay? Why? Because during long-term use, the properties of antacid, the aluminium hydroxide, has been shown to deposit at the bone, joints, and the brain of patients. Actually, people of overuse of antacid medication
long-term usage can develop dementia issues and neuron issues as well, because it affects the joints, your musculoskeletal system. So here you are, unfortunately, trying to solve one problem, but creating another 32 problems. Okay? But what I'm saying, and that's it, you can use, because obviously at that time it's very painful, you're having reflux, you take it. But please, at the same time, find the actual root cause remedy for your issue. Okay? So these are the type of acids. We have actually numerous of acids, but the main one that we're going to talk about is, you see there's a lot of it. See, there's over 500 amino acids that's found in nature. Okay? Which means there are 500 amino acids that is able to absorb within our body system. How amazing is that? We won't run out of acidity actually. This is the type of I want to talk about few acids here that are important to the human body. I'm going to talk about a few. Yeah, it's one of the main ones here. Okay, now, amino acid. I think everybody heard of amino acid, right? So amino acid, why do we need amino acid for? Building of proteins. Okay? We need proteins for our neurons, our nervous system. Okay, remember that? We need building protein blocks for our neuron system. So the moment neuron system, we're also talking about muscle. Neuron and muscles together. So amino acid is essential for musculoskeletal circulatory system. That means the connective tissue, the connection from tip to toe, we need amino acid. Okay? And then we have something called fatty acid. Fatty acid act as a blood clotting agent. So for our coagulation factor, for blood works. When we run for your blood test, we have our full blood counts, correct? And then they have something called ESR. Have you guys noticed? Right? What is ESR? ESR is erythrocyte sedimentation rate. That means what? How long it takes for red blood cell to sediment down. I work in the lab, so I was one of the person who conduct the ESR. So we calculate and see how long it takes to sediment. And this determines the quality of red blood cell that we have. Okay? So by having fatty acid, the coagulation factor will be better, will improve the efficacy of the ESR. Okay? Fatty acid has omega-3 and 6. Okay? These are the two essential ones for your blood circulatory system. Omega-3, 6, 9. 9 is for the heart. Who can tell me one holistic product which rich in omega-3, 6, 9?
Like me.
Like human seeds. In Tamil we call Herbology-Wellness, right? So those who want to work on their blood circulatory system, like human seeds, is very good. It contains fatty acid. Okay? Now, next one, ascorbic acid. Okay? Ascorbic acid, of course, everybody knows, it's vitamin C. This is the most friendliest of all acids. Okay? So the moment vitamin C, of course, is for your immune system. The moment vitamin C, of course, is for your wound healing. So those people who are going through eczema, psoriasis, skin-related issues.
என்ன பாதியிலிருந்து ஓட் பண்ணு Ya, semua
I know
masuk.
the activity all that I want to do.
Okay, masuk saja semua.
Okay, 7 seconds, finish it
Okay.
before.
Hi everyone. Is everybody well settled? Have you digested acid and green cherry balanced just now? No, I saw all correct stuff there. So it's definitely acid 80%, green cherry 20%. So once you go home, you know what to top up to balance it out. Okay? So can I have everybody's attention? And also everybody's silence due to the recording that's happening. Well, somebody's sus is very strong. Okay, thank you. So now we're going to continue to enzyme theory. So we have done green theory, acid theory. Now we're going to go for enzyme theory. Let me give you a heads up. There is alkaline diet, there is high acidic food diet. In enzyme theory, we have enzymatic diet. This is something that I found. So enzymatic diet is essential to achieve enzyme theory. By end of this session, you will know how enzyme diet works. Okay? Now, what we're going to cover in the enzyme theory? Of course, we're going to know what is enzyme theory, how it works, what are the types of enzyme, and if I remove enzyme, what happens to us? And of course, how it supports our human body system. Okay? Now, this is the law of enzyme. So now, always remember, enzymes is split to 3 categories. One is food. Food comes from raw food. Second one is metabolic system. I repeat. What is enzyme is all about is split to 3 categories. Food, which is raw food, metabolic system. What is metabolic system? Our metabolic rate, our stamina, and of course our digestive system. So enzyme theory is finally the moment we've been waiting for, get to know our second mother brain. Okay? Is where the secretion happens in the body. These 3 categories is what enzyme theory is all about. Okay? Now, what is enzyme? What is enzyme? Is it somebody's sister, somebody's uncle? What is enzyme? What is it? Who is it? Oh, sounds like a mysterious movie. Stay tuned. So, what is enzyme? It helps to speed up your chemical reaction in body. So enzyme is actually our supporting tool. This is the doctor, not me. I'm saying this is the doctor. Our body is the doctor. Enzyme is the nurse in the layman term. So enzyme act as a supporting tool to kasih the engine jalan. Get the digestion jalan. Get the heart pumping jalan. Get the kidney to remove waste jalan. Enzyme plays as a supporting tool for that. That is enzyme. So essentially, enzyme is used for respiration, breathing, digestion of food, nervous function, nervous system, and muscle. So if technically you see enzyme play for everything, just for us to walk from here to there, we have used minimum 150 enzymes just to walk from this point to the door. That is how powerful and important enzyme is. Okay? So you can see here we have roughly 3,000 enzymes in our body that involve 7,000 reactions. So just now when I said from here to here, 150 acids, very less. Because we have over 7,000 reactions, which means now I am talking to you. I'm already utilizing at least 800 to 900 enzymes by just standing here and speaking. Okay? So therefore, you can't live without enzyme. You can, it's like how you say you can't live without your boyfriend or girlfriend, but if you ask me, you can't live without your enzyme. That's a better statement. Okay? So this was the three categories I mentioned. The food, which contains all the raw food, your metabolic enzyme, which runs the chemical balancing of how our body functions, how our muscle function, how our neuron function. Okay? And then of course, digestive enzyme. We need digestive enzyme because that is the people. I use people because we must look at this as another person. Then only we know the value of it. Okay? So when you look at digestive enzyme, it's essential for us to function. No point you eating kale from there versus if the digestive enzyme you want to break it down. Correct? So susah over there, dah lah versus mahal. You know, some people will say it's a rich man's place. Okay? And then that one also your digestive enzyme never digest properly. You know how frustration that one feels. Okay, empty, stomach is so empty, no energy. Okay? So digestive enzyme is where the main part of every enzyme I'm going to go through. Okay, so in metabolic enzyme is defined is in like, okay, how we do homeostasis, which is the energy burning agent. Glucose, lipid, and lipid is like fatty acid, your triglyceride, your cholesterol level, your amino acid, all these broken down the process. So for example, glucose breakdown process is called gluconeogenesis. So this one is part of the metabolic enzyme. So for example, insulin that has been released by your pancreas, it is part of your metabolic enzyme. Stored sugar, glucagon, it's part of your metabolic enzyme. Okay? For digestive enzyme is basically digestion, the process of digestion. And food enzyme is the raw food that contains those enzymes. Which means metabolic enzyme and digestive enzyme is from here, from our body system. Only food enzyme that is coming outsourced. Okay? Okay, this is very important because we need to know what enzyme does what in order for us to understand how much work it's actually doing for us. Okay, we have protease, which is produced by the stomach, pancreas, and the small intestines. Okay, in the stomach we also have our renin, pectin, hydrochloric acid. Okay, these are the main digestive enzymes for binding protein, which means breakdown and absorption of protein. Several other pancreatic enzymes got to work when protein molecules reach the small intestines. So, example of meats and beans. Meats is like daging yam. It requires more broken down, more breaking down points. That's why it's not, this alone can't break it down. We need multiple layers of digestive system in order to absorb the nutrients from the meat and make sure that it's really broken down. Okay? The And then we have lipase. Lipase is produced in the pancreas and the small intestines. A type of lipase is also found in breast milk to help the baby more easily digested fat molecules when nursing. Okay? Lipase naturally we can also find from olives and avocados. Avocados is also a rich food. Okay? Lipids play many roles, including long-term energy storage and supporting cellular health. So lipids, people like to say, it's like a red flag. Oh, if you have high lipids, you can have a lot of other chronic illness. But lipids is essential. It's essential for your cellular level diversity, the cellular level health. So we need lipids as a source of energy. It converts to energy. Okay? Amylase, this our saliva, salivary amylase enzyme. This is my favorite enzyme. Because a lot of people forget this enzyme. So produce the salivary gland. It also has in your pancreas and your small intestines. One type of amylase is called peptide. It's made from a salivary gland. And starch act on the starch while the food is still in the mouth. So people who are consuming starch, sucrose, starch-based food like potatoes, pasta, cookies, salivary amylase enzyme is very important. And if you notice, everybody takes potatoes. Vegetarian, non-veg, vegan, everybody takes potatoes here. So it comes back to the right method of eating. At the end of the day, illness, disease, imbalances only comes because of two reasons. How you eat, what you eat. I always tell you to everybody. If you can conquer these two parts, which means be more mindful on how you eat and be more aware of what you eat, what happens here is in your hands. You are in control of your body system. You'll never make it the other way around. You won't be able to take it if the body takes over you. So remember guys, these two things. Okay? Now, next, pancreatic amylase. Made in the pancreas and delivered to the small intestines. It continues to break down starch molecules to sugar, which ultimately digested into glucose by other enzymes. So this is where breakdown of glucose happens, your gluconeogenesis process. This is then absorbed in your body blood circulatory system. So now, here I want to ask you all something. If let's say people who are having pancreatic imbalance, what is the main issue they will have? Then, correct? I didn't say it's a disease. I said pancreatic imbalance. So there's chances of pancreatic amylase enzyme is low. It affects the pancreatic function. Correct? How is that a disease? It's just one part of the gland having some problem. So in order to activate or enhance your pancreatic function, who you must nurture to the digestive system. So again, it's coming back to the digestive system. So for example, people who are on diabetic meds, like for me, that is more of a stabilizer rather than solving the root cause of it. You can take it as a form of stabilizer, just to stabilize it, but identify the root cause of it, which has to be either your digestive system, your pancreatic function, or your blood circulation. And why blood circulation? When you chuchu, it checks your blood. If you have poor blood circulatory system, that will affect your sugar level. Okay? So, for me, as long as you understand your enzymes, how to nurture your enzyme, how to activate and take care of your enzymes, pretty much everything else is subtle. Everything else will be sub-sewing for you. Okay? What does an enzyme do? Okay, this is the main three things that I wanted to explain. In your digestive system, what enzyme does? Now we're going to go by system, okay? Digestive system, it helps the body to break down larger complex molecule into small molecule. That means basically in layman's term, in the digestive system, enzyme is the gentleman. I come, I bang everybody. That is enzyme. But not like that lah, there's no gentleman inside. Theoretically, it's hypothetically, that's what's happening. Okay? Now, in digestive system, that's all it does. It helps to break down, and then the nutrients all is going to go absorb in your stomach lining, your small intestines lining, go to your large intestines to come out, absorb water, etc. Okay? Now, in your DNA replication, each cell in the body contains DNA. Each time a cell divides, the cell needs to copy its DNA. Correct? DNA replication we call it. Do you know you need an enzyme to do that? Somebody saying no, so now you know, right? So when it comes to enzyme, we are not talking about body, we are talking about DNA level. So essentially the moment you are born, you will be brought to this earth, enzymes start working. Because it's in the DNA level itself. Okay? Now for liver, your liver enzyme. What is the liver enzyme we are talking about? In your blood test, you will see ALT, your bilirubin. These are all your liver enzymes. Okay? Liver breaks down toxin in the body. I always call my liver as the medicinal factory. Because he is in charge of breaking down, process everything that I consume. So it can be in a herbal form, it can be in a holistic form, it can be in a synthetic form, it can be in a food form. But everybody has to go through it. So you can imagine how strenuous, hard-working the liver has to work. Have you guys noticed when you do your blood test, in the liver, your LFT, liver function test, something called GGT, gamma gluten transferase. That is actually to identify your toxicity level in your liver. So those who have done your blood test, go home, look at it. Look at the GGT level. If your GGT level is high, that means your liver is overworking. You are giving too much of work for your liver. It's overloaded of toxicity. So go home and check. And the reason, the factor behind this can be so many. I'm not going to blame you on synthetic. It also can be your food. It also can be your active level. Your digestion is not breaking down properly. More work for liver. That can be as well. Supplements as well. Non-holistic based supplements, non-nature based supplements. Who is the monster? Your liver. So liver enzyme help to facilitate the process of destroying all these toxins. All the naughty things you do, liver has to destroy it. Okay? Alright. Let me see. We have other, okay, so this is the 3-1. Other types, please take note. Other activities of enzyme is hormone production. Correct? Your thyroid, your adrenal gland, your pineal gland, your pituitary gland, the sleeping factory, your reproductive system also requires enzymes. So if let's say for women, they have menses problem, period problem. It's not necessarily because of hemoglobin level or because of fibroid, PCOS, endometriosis, not necessarily. It can be something simple like enzyme, lack of enzyme. So you look at so big picture, you forgot to see the small things in our body. Start from small. Then you don't have to deal with the big one. This big one will go down. Why, for example, why fibroids, PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, why all this is happening? Because hormone is imbalanced. Why hormone is imbalanced? Maybe lack of enzymes. You see how it comes down from the small one. So you solve this, automatically something major like PCOS will diminish. So we are so engrossed in the big issue. That's why the moment I slap you with cancer, take you one step back. But what if I don't look at the cancer, I just rebuild your cellular level? Can cancer be solved? So suddenly cancer doesn't look so big. Correct? So identify the root cause. That is the beauty of holistic. The moment you know the root cause, everything else seems like walking the pathway. Okay, another part of enzymes is okay, so the fourth one is hormone production. The fifth one is cell regulation. Because like I said, the enzyme can do DNA replication. That means it works in your cellular level. So it regulates cells, body cells. Enzyme helps for healing as well, body to heal. I'm not talking about skin healing, I'm saying the body itself can heal. Another part of enzyme we use is for muscle, for movements, for your joints. You know when muscle contracts, constrain, all these are enzymes. Now I do these enzymes. I do these enzymes. Okay? Next is respiration. Our lungs. Enzymes. The gas exchange of CO2, O2, enzymes. And lastly, the most important part of enzyme, apart from digestion, is your signal, neuron, your nerve. Why I say enzyme is very important for your nerve. Now let's see, I pick something and I cut my finger. Do I feel pain? Why do I feel pain? Because of the nerve. Without an enzyme, I will just be bleeding, I won't feel anything. The pain receptor won't be there. So basically enzyme allow you to be function as a human. Okay? So enzyme and the 7 parts I mentioned, that is how powerful enzyme is, and that's how much we need enzymes. Okay, this one is a beautiful one. How enzyme works. I love this because enzyme works right.
So can you elaborate CO2 and O2 exchange?
Okay, so when the lung exchange, gas exchange, we have our lungs, minerals and vitamins involved with our enzymes. So it goes like this. So like a substrate, minerals lock and then releases. Because why? It all happens at your alveolus, your alveoli, inside your bronchus. So enzyme goes like a lock and key symptoms. So the oxygen molecule, the CO2 molecule, act as a substrate, enzyme lock it, convert, release. So lock and key. These are all ions. We call it as ions. So it's very beautiful of the way the active site is waiting as a recipient of it. That is enzymes. So if let's say you have a damaged enzyme in your alveolus for the lungs, gas So people will start to develop mucus accumulation, phlegm, asthma, sinusitis, nasal passage blockage. So the moment you have that, you have put yourself on a pathway for viral infections. So like pneumonia, those kind of things.
As well as acidity liver.
Yes, that's for sure. Because why? Detoxification organ, lung is inside. So detoxification organs, lung, kidney, your digestive system. So the moment high acidity in your blood circulatory system, which means lungs is not doing a proper detoxification. Okay? Thank you. Very good. Yeah, it looks like you're paying attention. Okay, so enzyme is a lock and key model. This is a little bit of history of it. Now, how does it work? So you can see here, we have an enzyme. Every enzyme is unique. Okay? It only allows that specific substrate to bind. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. You see a jigsaw puzzle, you can't simply put all the shapes. It has to be the right click. Same concept with our enzymes. So it combines and then you have your byproducts, your finishing. So the moment byproduct comes, it means it has gone through the metabolic system, the process of it. It has gone through the absorption process of it. It has gone through the breakdown process of it. Okay? Now, you know where the problem will come. This one looks pretty simple. Issue is going to arise if there's something wrong with the enzyme. Correct? If something happens to the enzyme and the active site, can the substrate lock? Cannot. So suddenly you won't get your product. Your process tak jalan. For example, protein. We need to go break down protein. Enzyme, protein come tak match. What's going to happen to the protein? It's not going to get absorbed. Now, you should ask me this question. How can the enzyme go wrong? Cepat, ask lah. Okay, so now we're going to see what are the factors that's going to disrupt the enzyme so that we don't do all this. Okay, so this is basically, this is nice. This is when we talk about gluconeogenesis. So substrate like sucrose consists of glucose and fructose bonded together. So it binds with the enzyme, it forms a complex, and then the gluconeogenesis process starts. Active site start. Number 4, glucose and fructose is being released. Remember, Marie, I always tell you, fructose and glucose is 2 separate persons. Those who have taken fruit juice, diabetic patient, they are very scared to take fruits. And I always tell them, no need to worry, that is fructose. You make sure your glucose intake is in control. Fructose is a different byproduct. The process of absorption is different. So for example, glucose, like for example, synthetic sugars we are talking about, white sugars. These are bleach sugar with sulfuric acid. Active site is nature. Sulfuric acid is non-nature. Will it mind? That is why those people who consume white sugar, their sugar breakdown will take longer. Because there's no enzyme that fits the puzzle of rashes, allergic reactions. Vitamin C will be good for them. So you see, acid is good. Right? Okay? It's going to be yes. Alright. Okay? Hydrochloric acid. I think I saw that. Hydrochloric acid. Okay, so this is another type of acid. So hyaluronic acid help heal the skin, so it has an anti-inflammatory properties as well. Hyaluronic acid is also one of the key ingredients to make our body synovial fluid. What is synovial fluid? That is the fluid that is in between our joints. So by increasing uptake of your production of hyaluronic acid, your joint problem can be solved. So this one works for people who have gout issues, arthritis, uric acid very high, those who have spondylosis, back pain issues, those who have compression in the lower back, L3, L4, L5 compression. Increase your hyaluronic acid will be essential. Okay? So where can we find hyaluronic acid from? Look at the root vegetables. This is the part of vegetables where people will cut and throw. Usually the cut and throw is the most nutrition. Because as we humans, we are silly people. Okay? So turnips, carrots, potatoes, onions, bone broth, soy products, citrus fruits, leafy greens. So these are the types where you can get your hyaluronic acid. Okay? And one more thing I would like to say, whatever vegetables I mentioned here, please take in moderation. Because I know some of you have already said kale in dry groceries. See, later I stop by in dry groceries and I see half of you. I'm going to finish the whole kale production. Don't do that, please. Okay? Whatever I'm saying, eat moderation. You can take one vegetable per day. Don't shop with the whole thing. And then voila. And then see, saya actually digestion not good. You didn't solve your digestion. You go and voila, all this no point with saya. You know, so anything in this world, enjoy in moderation. Okay? Lauric acid. Lauric acid is my favorite acid. Because it's not because of mother's milk. It's because that it comes from coconut. Okay? Lauric acid is saturated fat present in coconut, palm kernel oil, and milk, which is mother's milk. Okay? Lauric acid is amazing for anti-inflammatory and antibacterial. Okay? So for why I'm saying about lauric acid, that is I'm essentially telling how good is coconut oil. I know there's a lot of theory going on. Coconut oil is bad. It increases your cholesterol. It gives you cholesterol problem. Okay? You're not doing anything. You're sitting at home, so cholesterol still goes up. Because cholesterol is a variable amount. It burns. It converts. So you're not doing anything. Your triglyceride is still going to go up. You have to move in order for triglyceride to come down. Okay? Now, coconut oil has these properties of encouraging your digestive enzyme and your colon lining. The moment I say colon lining, it means coconut oil works for people who have ulcer. Coconut oil recreates that mucosa membrane layer. In Tamil, they call the sunny product. So the mucosa membrane it recreates, allow absorption to take place. So now, people who have poor absorption, we can give coconut oil to improve the absorption level. So that bowel release will be good, and also whatever you eat, it gets absorbed. That is lauric acid. Okay? So lauric acid, this is an interesting one, number 4. Aid in weight loss, of course, because of digestion, better absorption. Protect against Alzheimer's disease. What? How can coconut help for Alzheimer's disease? Coconut oil improves digestion. Right? Whatever you eat, you get absorbed. It goes to your nervous system. When at the end of this session, you will realize there's only one motherboard in your body. It's your digestive system. All what you have to do is get your digestive system up to the level. People who have Alzheimer, they say there's no cure. They only can take medication to slow down the process of degenerating. But with lauric acid, you can actually have a chance of improving your central nervous system, CNS, and your NGF, nerve growth factor. That is the main one for your dementia, Parkinson, Alzheimer issues. Okay? See, something so simple like lauric acid. I'm just talking about lauric acid. I'm just talking about coconut oil, where you can get any corner of the world. When you see at the level of improving, it does for you. Okay? Folic acid. Folic acid supplement is one of the highest sales supplement in the common area. Okay? And folic acid, we actually can get it naturally. Okay? Foods that contains high in folate are leafy green vegetables, okra, asparagus, fruits, beets, mushrooms, liver, animal kidney, those who don't want to eat that kind of skip as well. Orange juice, tomato juice. I did your face that I said tomato juice. I don't like tomato juice. So then you can take orange juice. Folic acid, of course, we know is one of the key ingredients for our red blood cells. Correct? So definitely people who have anemic problem, they have hemoglobin low problem, vitamin B9 and folic acid is perfect for them as well. Okay? Okay, see, look at this. Including depression, stroke, decline in memory, thinking skill, all these are related to blood circulatory system. Because our blood circulatory system is our highway. If you don't have folic acid, you don't have a proper blood flow, your highway traffic jam. Nobody can go. All stuck. That's why all these issues will have depression, stroke, cardiac arrest, not enough supply towards the head, you know. So the moment you give the proper ingredients, provided it gets absorbed properly, highway now clear, plus highway, this plus highway not clear, all jalan, all the way. Okay? So folic acid, like I was mentioning, is very good for your pregnancy. Okay? Vinegar. We have acetic acid. So acetic acid is byproduct of fermentation. Vinegar is fermentation. Okay? Now, vinegar is a combination of acetic acid and water using fermentation process. Okay? Acetic acid is definitely safe to use for food. It's also antibiotic that treats infection caused by bacteria and fungus. Okay? Rice vinegar improves digestive system. That is also very important. It has antiseptic properties. Act as a liver tonic, help in lymphatic. Amino acid in rice vinegar improve immunity. So if you notice here, it's more for your digestive system. Coming back to the motherboard, digestive system is coming back to the liver balancer. So vinaigrette is good for liver balancer too. So those people who are taking high amount of synthetic medicine, or they're having some liver imbalance, their liver enzyme is kurang, they have issues with the liver, you can increase your acetic acid in the powder as well. Okay? So acetic acid is used as a sour agent added to vinegar, pickle, vegetable and sauce, and raw material for spice. Citric acid. So citric acid is actually those who come from lemon, lime, what else we can have? Grapes, antioxidants, blackberry, raspberry. Okay? So citric acid is an organic compound. It's used as a sour flavoring agent. What does it? Okay, difference between citric acid and lemon juice. Citric acid is concentrated acid of cow, while lemon juice is a mixture of citric acid, water, vitamin C, and other molecules. Okay? It's very good for antioxidant, immune booster, it's vitamin C essentially. Citric acid, ascorbic acid is all fall in the same category. Okay? So this is ascorbic acid. This is vitamin C. I think everybody knows vitamin C. So there, like what Dr. Anand was saying, scurvy happens when there is lack of vitamin C or ascorbic acid. Deficiency leads to symptoms of weakness, anemic, gum disease, skin problem. So vitamin C is essential for making collagen, important for your connective tissues. Okay? And then it also involves in your growth, your body development, and also repairing of your body tissue. That means your muscle part. Musculoskeletal system, vitamin C is essential. Now, vitamin C, immune booster, powerful antioxidant, glowing and healthy skin, heart healthy, prevent anemia, ease gout symptoms, protect and supports memories. Okay? So vitamin C is generally for your immune system, for your digestion, for your blood circulatory system, and of course your joints. Okay? It helps to break down your uric acid. What is uric acid? Uric acid is a crystallization that is visible at all your joints. So those people who walk and they hear that is actually uric acid crystallization formation. Those people who, when the morning they wake up, they feel very stiff. This is called uric acid accumulation at the joints. So by increasing your vitamin C, it will be good for you. You will notice this will be a bit more relaxed. It improves your blood circulatory system as well. Okay? We have glycolic acid. This one is from sugarcane. So glycolic acid is actually best for skin-related issues. Okay? So glycolic acid comes from beets, sugarcane, and some of the fruits as well. We are actually more focused on glycolic acid for the skin surface. That means more of application. So if you notice, please look at your moisturizer and all that. Glycolic acid will be inside that because it acts as a fundamental basic for a skin degenerative process. It helps heal the skin, hydrates the skin, creates a moisture, and also helps with the pigmentation of your skin as well. Okay? See, when applied to the skin, glycolic acid works to break the bond between the outer layer of the skin, including the dead cell skin. So a lot of people fail to realize, for example, people who have eczema issues. Once they start to clear your skin, you will notice there's a lot of black accumulating there, and that thickens. The moment that thickens, you need to exfoliate. So glycolic acid works very well as an exfoliating agent. Because why? This layer needs to come out, then only new skin can grow. If not, new skin will never grow. So lama-lama it will be very tebal. You will notice people will have the black patch, very black thick patch. So that is the one that is going to cause this thing.
Another 10 minutes.
Yeah, so please go home, look at all your skincare set if there's any glycolic acid. If not, please stop out glycolic acid. Okay? Please don't go to a shop and say, give me 1 kilo of glycolic acid. Please find a skincare that has the glycolic acid. I'm not going to talk about DHA skincare, okay? You find your own skincare that fits for you. So this is the important key ingredient. It brightens the skin, reduce blemishes, prevent breakout, unclogging pores, minimize appearance of wrinkles, prep skin for a better absorption. Butyric acid. Okay, butyric acid is actually from them, from us. Okay, it's a molecular made in our large intestines by billions of bacteria. Who will say bacteria is bad? All of us want to get rid of bacteria. But do you know you're living with it? Your best friends live with it. Our BFFs in the bacteria. Okay, so bacteria is actually very good, and butyric acid actually helps to preserve the gut bacteria, the one which is residing in our large intestines. So the bacteria that live in your gut are critical for proper digestion of food for energy. So the essential gut bacteria helps to fight off any unhealthy bacteria and viruses. Here's one thing. Did you guys notice there's an increased cases of H. pylori, Helicobacter pylori? There's increased cases right now. Because why? People are so engrossed in getting their body alkalized. There's something called alkaline water, iodized water, all those things. It's good, but you mustn't make it as a staple. You still need to bring acid element. Why H. pylori everything is getting aggressive is because the acid element in our digestive system is kurang. We are lacking it. So suddenly our digestive system, we suddenly book up VIP into for all the bacteria and virus to come in. Okay? So butyric acid has it's like a short chain fatty acid, very small size, so it allows better absorption. The adaptogen is very important. Okay? Now, certain types of fiber source called prebiotics. We have probiotics, we have prebiotics. A lot of people are so engrossed with probiotics. They forgot we need prebiotics. Without pro absorption will be poor. So you need pre and pro. It's like yin and yang. Your mother, your father, husband, your wife. So you get together. Okay? Now, so certain types of fiber source for prebiotics can be consumed both as food and as dietary supplements to increase the native, what do you mean by native? The existing butyric acid inside. So which means it's very easy to activate our butyric acid. We just have to increase your prebiotics. So you can see here, improve transport nutrients through the cell walls. So absorption is going to be good. Improve resistance to inflammation and intestinal lining. Reinforce intestinal barrier to keep unhealthy molecules. So it acts as an army, as a defense mechanism as well. And of course, reduce excessive spasm. So these are the type of skincare acids that we use as well. So you can actually read through this to identify what fits your skin. Okay? We have glycolic acid, of course, that's from sugarcane, lactic acid from milk, citric acid is from fruit, tartaric acid from grapes, we have from almond, and of course we have from pigmentation, malic acid. So melanin, people who have melatonin problem, they can increase your malic acid, so it's anti-aging properties. Okay? This is glutamic acid. Okay, glutamic acid comes from meat, dairy products, egg, poultry, and beans. And it's very important in balancing our brain chemical compound. So those are vegetarian eat okay. We have beans, we have dairy products. Those who are vegans eat okay. We have beans. So you should realize how I was narrowing it down. Like if you're non-vegetarian, options are there. Vegan also options is there. Vegetarian options is there. So for me, at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong. It's what fits your daily routine. Okay? Treat neuropsychological condition, healthy brain function, detoxification of immune system, heart function, and prostate health. So glutamic acid works very well for your glandular agent, glands. Your glands, your hormone level, your brain chemical balancing, what else? Your detoxification immune system is pretty common. Okay, and of course your prostate health as well. So this is kind of like a controversial thing, whereby we should be 80% alkaline and 20% acidic diet, but we are technically eating 80% acidic and only 20% alkaline. And unhealthy food cause pH imbalance in our body, create acidic environment, promote growth disease illness. Okay, but when you now know what is green theory and what is acidic theory, so now you know how to balance this. Whenever people come to me with acid problem, and I will give them the list of things they should avoid. For example, red meat, seafood, all the kacang-kacang beans. For people who have reflux problem, they'll tell me, oh, all this food is bad. I say no, don't blame the food, blame the system. Problems start from here, not that. Okay? So it's very important to chew your food properly. That's the first thing. So chew your food properly, eat in moderation, and just enjoy anything in this world. Nothing is bad in this world. It's because this is not fixed. Okay? So I'm going to take a short break, a 15 minutes break, because I think it's overloaded. So we'll take a 15 minutes break, and after this, it's an interesting one. Enzyme theory. You guys are going to be screaming with happiness with enzyme theory. See you guys in 15 minutes. Is that okay? Thank you. Synthetic sugar versus fructose is nature sugar. It has an enzyme active site for fruits. Sucrose, glucose, maltose, fructose, these are nature-based sugar that enzyme is there to bind. Okay? Yes, brown sugar, sugar cane, these are all natural-based sugar. Honey is all natural-based sugar.
Sorry. Brown sugar is also highly processed. It's also synthetic. It only has less bleach.
I think for us, brown sugar, we are talking about a sugar cane base.
So it has to be jaggery or...
Yes, correct. Now, there are some enzymes that need cofactor. So you see, just now I said, this is the doctor. Enzyme is the nurse. Now the nurse also need assistant. That is the cofactor. Okay? So these are called cofactors. So for example, CoQ10. I'm very sure CoQ10 supplement, you have heard about it, right? It's a very famous CoQ10. So CoQ10 actually aids for the enzymes. But note the difference. CoQ10 that is in the commercial as lab-based CoQ10. But they are also plant-based CoQ10. It depends what company that the supplement is for. They are plant-based CoQ10 as well. But CoQ10 is a fat-soluble compound which your body makes naturally and stores in the mitochondria in your cellular level. So CoQ10 is very important as a supporting tool for your enzyme. Therefore, not only heart, lung, liver, everything is essential. Your circulatory system, your neurons, your blood circulatory system is essential to have CoQ10. It helps to generate energy in your cells because it's stored in the mitochondria. Mitochondria is your energy factory in your cells. So here's the thing, your body produces CoQ10. Some people will ask me, if body produces CoQ10, why do we have to top up? So apparently, you can have a decreased level of CoQ10. So maybe then that's why supplements is needed. Okay?
Complex.
CoQ10 in food base, you can get it from enzymatic type food, which by the end of the slide you will get all the enzyme based food. These are the people who have the ability to increase our CoQ10 enzymes. Okay? So these are the digestive enzymes of small intensities. We have maltase, sucrase, lactase, and aminopeptidase. So, which means we know that in the small intensities, we are going to have breakdown of glucose, maltose to glucose, sucrose to glucose and fructose, lactose into glucose and galactose, and of course peptides to amino acids. So a lot of breakdowns happen in small intensities because small intensities is the hub for your nutrients absorptions, your vitamin and mineral absorptions happens at the small intensities. Therefore, small intensities, the lining is so important to allow enzymes to form, enzymes to do its work, enzyme to be at the active site. So those who have indigestion problem, this is brought out of the door instantly, correct? So before even you identify what enzyme is needed, you must also see the lining is okay. To allow enzyme to work. Okay? So this is the one I was telling you guys. What are the factors that will affect the enzymes? So enzyme works best at your normal body temperature. So that is like roughly 37 degrees Celsius, 36.1 to 37.2. So now, people who are not feeling well, people who are having fever, what's going to happen to the enzyme? The structure is given. That is why you notice people who are unwell, they don't have the appetite. They don't feel anything. Because the body knows. You sick, now you eat, nothing is there. But they still force you for you to eat because you need the energy. You need the recovery phase. That is why people who are sick, people sick, they give pizza. They give soup. Because porridge, soup. Why? Because what enzyme is needed to break down the food. And appetite is not there because the body is telling you, don't eat so much. I cannot. My enzymes won't work. Then show me one person sick, please. I want KFC. I mean, you know, they are not sick. They just want KFC. And then you got people like
Sick also you eat KFC.
But unfortunately, KFC won't get absorbed as well. Now because naughty. So remember, you can detect who lying really sick and who not. Give you tips already. Okay? So restoring your body temperature will help to restore that enzyme health as well, obviously. Okay? Your diet can also influence your body enzyme activity. That's because many food contains your digestive enzymes. So if you take food that is very high enzymatic, that is have enzymatic properties very thingy, which means banyak energy dalam. So the body is very happy, thank you for giving me all this food. I don't need to work so much. I was about to plan medication. So body will be very happy. That is why I'm saying this is a team effort. What you eat, how you eat is essentially benefiting this in your cellular level itself. Okay? Now, for example, bananas contains amylase. So even though banana is packed with carbs, some people say, no, I don't take carbs. So you see, at least banana has amylase, it helps with your digestion so that you can use that carbs for energy. So in fact, even though banana is high carbs, but it has amylase enzyme to help break it down. So without us realizing, these fruits in fact make our body system life easier. We think, yeah, I want to take this because it's going to increase the carb and it's slow going to bring down the carb. At the end of the day, the food knows what to do to the body system. We don't have to microanalyze. If you notice, those people who microanalyze the body system, they are the most sick people. I'm not saying sick, don't get me wrong. I'm saying sick means badan kurang sihat. Look, the sickness which she said, people got sick problem, okay, that's why, let it go. As long as you consume nature-based, nothing to worry. Just know when and what to design for your body system. Okay? Now, eating enzyme-rich food can boost enzyme activity. Just keep in mind with the calorie, like I said, eat in moderation. Even high enzymatic food. So just because I say banana very good, don't be like a monkey, go and buy the whole banana, surround it and hold it. Now I will be carbohydrate free because I took so much of amylase. It doesn't work like that. Body will take apa perlu and remove the rest of it. Okay? Now, we look at what are the things that affect. Let's look at the perfect condition. So that means this is the rules and regulation of enzyme. The enzyme telling us what is the rules. Okay? Enzymes only work at certain conditions. So our body temperature 37 degrees is a perfect temperature for it to work efficiently. Okay? At lower temperature, it still works. I'm not saying that it will say, no, I give up, I will go to that, I will do whatever like that. It still works, but semua lahan. Your metabolic system, everything is slow. Okay? Similarly, enzyme can only function in certain pH. So suddenly green theory and acid theory play a role. Correct? So even for your enzyme, you have to jaga your alkali and your acid levels. Okay? And enzymes, okay, this is very interesting. When I say alkali and acid, it also depends which enzyme are we talking about. Some enzyme works in alkaline formula. Some enzyme work in the acid formula. So now you have to take your acid. Because if you never take your proper acid meal, some enzymes don't work. Okay? If the temperature is too high or too acidic, enzyme change shape. So remember I showed you the active site? So it will denature, it will tukar shape. It will be like a broken part. So now when the substance masuk, cannot lock. That is what will happen. Okay? Signs that you have enzyme deficiency. So when you look at this side, is this mean you have a disease? This is just meaning what? The body is talking to you. Thinking in that. So after this, suddenly you go home, you eat a bit late, you feel a bit gas. Tell to your body, oh sorry, I forgot to eat. Talk to the body. I tell you, the moment you build that beautiful relationship between you and your body, you are somewhere else. Because mind, body, soul. Right? A lot of people fail that. Some people are so into the soul. Oh, I must do meditation, I must do yoga, I must no. But then the mind and body are not. So you take care so much of your soul, you fail to take care of your body and your mind. Some people, body they take care, go gym, do cardio, meal prep, I have 7 days day or but the mind is like quite a boring. Any benefit to it? Correct. What if the mind is very peace, oh Chan, mind very peace. But then straight go to Pizza, straight right through the McDonald's. Any benefit? So you see, you cannot. It has to be the mind, body and soul. If I talk to this someone, I become Samya, okay? I change it. Okay? So coming back to here. Enzyme deficiency, look at all these key points that the body is telling you. Gas, bloating, heartburn, so reflux problem. Anything that shows that apa you makan tak digest. That means no, I think it's lack of enzyme. Okay. Fatigue, especially after eating. I have seen people who say this. I have seen people who say, after I makan, I straight go to toilet. There's a lot of people like that. You know, that I will tell them it's not that baru you makan so fast. Some people tell me my digestion very good, you know, I eat only part all the yes, I think the people are just sesat really. You know who taught them that? I say no. That means the place or the whole food still never digest, which means digestion problem. Then they oh okay, yeah, so I'm not good actually. Yeah. Then so come back to reality. Okay. So anything when it comes to digestion, there's chances of an enzyme weakness. Feeling full after a few bites. Oh, these people I tell you, very sompong people. They'll tell me, oh, I only eat small meals now. I can't eat a lot. No. Actually, you have anemia problem, acid problem. You eat a bit, you feel bloated. Actually, those people who eat a bit, they'll say, I cannot eat. It's not to say they don't want to eat, they are struggling. So, get the enzyme running, clear the digestive system, then start to have an appetite. Okay? Constipation, of course we know, is because enzyme is low, fiber, kurang digestive system imbalances. Skin rashes. Now, why skin rashes happen? Because I lack of enzyme. Why? Because always remember, the detoxification agent is three. First is your lungs, which means mucus, phlegm, tahap. Second is our urination, toilet, feces, bowel release. Third, skin. Skin is the largest organ of your detoxification. So the moment kurang enzyme, too much of toxin in the body, because cannot process the liver enzyme don't want to process the toxin. So toxin now trying to come up melalui kulit from the skin. So people who have eczema, psoriasis, allergic issue, chances is not the skin. There's high chances enzyme deficiency. So if you balance their enzymes, this might actually come down. Then you can work on the skin. Okay? And then you have mood swings. Now just because I say mood swings, don't go around like that. I am angry because I don't have enzymes. Don't use this as a scapegoat. Okay? So mood swings, I think that's normal. I think this is pretty, you cannot put mood swings for enzymes. It's not fair, right, for the enzymes. Now, brain fog, because shoulder above, circulatory system issue. Okay, why that happens? Kurang enzymes for your blood circulatory system. Let's say you have too much of acid in your blood. So, automatically shoulder above circulatory system is affected, sleeping issue will come. Lack of oxygen, so brain fog. You have short-term memory issue. You have stiffness of neck and shoulder. All this will come. Weight gain, of course, because of metabolic system. Poor immune function, joint pain and inflammation. So what are the enzymes and supplements needed? So enzymes are crucial for good health. Your body produces them. Also can get it from fruits, vegetables and other foods and in supplement formation too. Okay? So like I explained, the issue is not the disease or the ailment. Issue is this. So I'm not going to talk about pancreas, cystic fibrosis. At the end, get your enzymes right in order. That's all. Simple as that. Now, diabetes problem is caused by pancreatic problem. Pancreatic problem is caused by digestion problem. Digestion problem is caused by food problem. Food problem is caused of lack of enzyme. So can anybody tell me the root cause of this? Lack of enzyme. But the bad name goes to the food, bad name goes to your pancreas, and then the hospital will label you as a disease. Like a big full-time paid medicine. Okay? Now, I think I'll skip this because this was all the enzymes that was inside. So these are also the type of enzymes that helps to break down carbohydrate to sugar, protein to amino acid, fats to fatty acid, your lipase, renin, pectin, your amylase, maltase, and lactase. So, this is what everybody was waiting for. These are the types of food which has our beautiful enzymes. So, those people who feel they are lack of this enzyme, these are the type of food you should be targeting, which means your enzymatic diet has to come from there. So these are the 6 enzymes that actually help with your digestion. We have papaya, has caffeine. We have papaya and aloe vera for our lipase enzyme. This is very important. Everybody should take note of this. Because these 6 enzymes can counter our digestion issue, for sure. Okay? So asparagus help for our liver enzyme. So people who are having liver cirrhosis, fatty liver, liver cancer, asparagus is very good for the diet. But that doesn't mean must take kilo, again saying moderation. Okay. Ginger, everybody know, ginger tea. Okay? Ginger helps to activate the enzyme to help break down protein. Because protein is a very dense molecule. So ginger helps to give that digestive enzyme breakdown. And then garlic, of course we know, everybody takes garlic for onion problems. And then pineapple. Pineapple has this bromelain enzyme, very beautiful ingredient for digestion. Those who say, no, I cannot take pineapple as acid. Pineapple is actually alcohol because of this bromelain enzyme. So, of course, whatever issue just now I said, lack of the enzyme deficiency, this will be the benefit of it. So here you go. This is the most kept secret of holistic practitioner. I see right now, I already got a phone. Everybody capture this mind, body, soul. I don't know how you're going to capture this. Capture this. Because by having this, you have gone one step above your body issues. You now have come one step above your body system. You are in control of your body system. If anybody have any questions regarding this, you can come and talk to me as well on the dosage and all that. This is what I call as veggie therapy, veggie juice or natural chemotherapy treatment. Because this one has green theory, acid theory, and enzyme theory. That's why I love this. Okay? Before I end my session, I just want to say one thing. No one size fits all. all approach to a healthy lifestyle. At the end of the day, it's not necessary to stick to one diet alone. What fits you based on your dietary, based on your lifestyle. Okay? Successful eating plans to be individualized is based on individuality. Please do not listen if somebody who do intermittent fasting works for them. It's not 100% is going to work for you. Get to know your body, be one with your body system, then you will know what is the right theory and diet for you. Okay? With that, I hope everybody had a good time. I think we have some questionnaires for everybody. Just there's no marking, it's just something that a feedback form and a questionnaire. You guys are up for it. Okay? With that, thank you very much. Somebody asked me how to push the button of a reboot. Basically, this you only do for 14 days. Every day. One day, one glass. Or 14 hari. Okay? So,
Is a juice diet?
yes, correct. But this one is just 1 cup one day. But your food intake one is normal. I'm not asking you to go on a juice diet right now. This one is just a reboot system to your digestive tract. You do for 2 weeks. After that, you must eat like normal. That is the most important one. Yes.
Can this be like a complete juice diet? Because 800 ml is
So this one is basically for the whole family. And it is just you alone consume, you can cut all this to quarter. So basically, how many ml? Let's say you are drinking maybe 200 to 300 ml. So all that you can actually cut to quarter. So it's based on individual. I put 800 ml is because let's say a family of 5-6 people can consume this one shot.
So if you take the whole 800 ml, can you just do that at a lower, like a juice diet for a week or something?
And
What's the
so this one activates your enzymes, balances your pH value in your digestive tract. So automatically digestive system will be good. Your green theory, your acid theory, your enzyme theory will be stable. So you basically rebooting your guts. You reboot your system back to eating normal. Actually, the important part is eating back like normal. Because now, post of activating this, now you eat normal and see. You will notice the difference of how the body absorbs.
Just do this, you lose 5 kgs.
And that one I can't say anything about. That one is individually. No, actually this one I would prefer doing it fresh daily. Because we are dealing with enzymes. So then you don't do 800 ml. You do 100 ml of water.
Divide by 8.
You break all these water away. Huh? So instead of 10 cm, you do 2 cm. If you want personally. Kalau dosage you tak faham, dia let me know. Put in the group for per cup I can do that. So that's how I do it. Okay, sure.
Tell them 5 minutes. You have to finish it before 5. Return back. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Nhắm hết. Nó bị ô use hand. Maybe mom said yeah, Hannah.
Oh, may open. No pen, use blood. Use blood.
Không phải Malinga will have hand.
Just write down what you are saying there. No need to worry. It's not pass or fail. Just respect the issue, understand some of the information. You want that, I can. This is just after the crossing of the line. You have to see the information is being passed perfectly or not. Your understanding. Then fill up the feedback form. Once finished, you pass it.
Real long.